Well, folks, here we are. We're in Joplin, and we're with a gentleman. This is his house right here. Let me just get a little pan out what's going on here. And the family is cleaning up. And what is your name, sir?
Adam Boyd.
Hey, Adam. Can you share with us the experience that you've just gone through?
Well, that was a week ago Sunday when it hit.
Yes.
And I was in the garage working, and the wife was in her office downstairs doing her thing. And the tornado sirens went off, ran for a minute or so, and then they went off. So I looked up on the internet the weather, and it showed a hook. So I knew it was a tornado, and then I heard on the TV that there was a tornado spotted west of here, about 10 miles. So I started watching a little closer. The sirens went off, and they didn't come back on. So I thought, well, maybe the tornado's veered in a different direction or something. And then maybe a minute later, I heard the rumble of a tornado, which has a very unique sound. Like a freight train, but about 10 times louder or more. The wife heard it too. We both met at the bottom of the stairs and headed into the utility room where the water heater and furnace and stuff are at. Closed the doors and hung on, and it hit about 3 to 5 seconds later. It lasted maybe 30 seconds, maybe 45, and it was over. In the meantime, we could hear the house ripping apart, things flying around the room that we came through, and came out, and our house was gone, basically. We were lucky. Everybody out here was lucky. There were a lot of people home, and no injuries, no significant injuries, no deaths, but a whole lot of damage.
Did you ever imagine on that Sunday evening at 6 o'clock that your world would change so suddenly?
No, never did. You know, you live in the Midwest, you go through it every year, you hear about it and see the damage it does to other places, but you know, you never think it's going to happen to yourself until it does. And when I heard it, you know, I knew it was all over. You know, I was just praying for life. So, and we lucked out. We really did. I mean, a lot of people in this city are a lot worse off. They don't even have a frame to hold furniture or anything. You know, I don't have a roof and I don't have a lot of ceilings, but we can still get around and collect some things. As you can see, we're getting whatever we can.
Yeah.
You know, there'll be a whole lot of shopping going on.
So what's the plan from here? Are you going to rebuild here? Is that?
I don't think so. You know, we built the house new in '93. The contractor was a very good guy, and his son, who helped build the house, he's already been by and went through the house, and you know, it's a total loss. It'll have to be gutted. To build one of these takes about 9 months, at least it did the first time around. So figuring the demolition time, and as he pointed out, getting subcontractors and getting materials are going to be the two hardest things. And there'll be a lot of competition for it, so the prices are going to go ridiculously high. It'll be difficult to get, so it'll be 2 years plus at a minimum to put it back. The wife and I don't want to waste the time with that.
Understandable. My goodness, you say that there was no life loss, and you look around and you see quite a lot of devastation here, and you sit back. What is your perspective? What do you think when this thing happens? What are your deepest thoughts? You know, was it luck? Was it the Spirit of God? Why is this happening in this region? What are your thoughts about it?
I don't think it's the wrath of God or anything. I think it's nature, you know, and as long as there's been a Midwest, there's been tornadoes.
There's been tornadoes.
You know, if it isn't tornadoes in the United States, it's earthquakes, or, you know, fortunately we don't have any volcanoes nearby, but if there were,
they're erupting too.
Yeah. But, you know, earthquakes, floods, fires, you know, it's Mother Nature. And weather patterns change from time to time, and as they have through recorded history, and when that happens, this sort of thing occurs. And another reason, you know, tornadoes have a habit of developing a pattern, the weather pattern for them, much like Oklahoma City's been hit every year for the last 3 or 4. So it's another reason I don't necessarily, not that I'm particularly superstitious, but you know, if we had one big tornado, next year we could have another. You know, and I'd just as soon be a little further out of town.
Yeah, I hear that New Madrid fault line's kind of shaking like crazy too, and the Mississippi's overflowing. Something's going on a little bit unusual, don't you think?
We've been getting a lot of rain this year.
Yeah, something's changed.
weather patterns, you know, and they did, I don't recall how many 100 years ago, they had a major change in the weather patterns. And the same sort of stuff happened, so I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist or a scientist, you know, but I can certainly read the news and listen to it and kind of glean a little bit of data from it, you know, to work by.
Well, man, you're still smiling. What would you say to this nation right now? People watching on YouTube about your experience.
Hope it doesn't happen to them. But if it does, you know, I mean, you really don't have a choice, you know. I mean, you got to rebuild, do something somewhere. We're staying in Joplin.
You're going to stay
a little
here?
Further out. And bear with the construction, but like everywhere else it's been devastated, you know. People get together and rebuild. It's the American way, so. 3402 Sunset would be, I believe, on that side of the street.
Okay.
Can I look at, I think he marked his mailbox up here. What's the name? Who? Dan Young? He's down on he's on Sunset South. Go up near the corner, turn right, go down to the end, and you'll be looking at his house on the corner.
Are you with CBN? Operation Blessing CBN, Pat Robertson? God bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, be well. Talk to you soon. Amazing.
I probably need to get back to
Yeah,
work.
absolutely. One other question that I had, what are you guys doing? Where are you staying right now? Where are the majority of the people that have been displaced staying?
With relatives or hotels. Some are staying out at the casinos in Oklahoma.
Everybody's just kind of finding a place to go.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you.
My daughter lives nearby, so we're with her.
So you're with her.
And we're now moving to the new rental house that we're going to buy and unload all this stuff and see what we got left to buy.
Well, thank you.
You're
Wish you
welcome.
well in the days ahead.
Well,
Yeah,
take care.
appreciate it. Bless you.